comment, subscribe. Hey guys, it's me, Talia Arisa Gibson. You can call me Tag for short, and welcome to my channel. Today, I am going to be showing you some meal prepping that I have been doing for about a month now. And so today, I'm going to continue that. Sunday is my meal prep day, and so here we are on a Sunday doing some meal prep. So stay tuned. So to start off, I'm going to be getting started on the chicken. And this chicken I have been marinating overnight. They are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And so what I did was I seasoned them with many different seasonings. Let's see, garlic powder, onion powder. I used some parsley, red pepper flakes. I also added some soy sauce, and this was the one that I used, as well as I also included some Worcestershire sauce.
Say what?
Sauce. I don't know if I'm ever saying that word right, but Worcestershire. I don't know. How do you say it?
Worcestershire.
But that sauce, as well as other seasonings to your taste. So then I added some olive oil as well, and I put it all together in a plastic bag and just taped it down so that it can marinate in the refrigerator overnight. All right, so we're going to go and get my grill pan heated. So I'll show you here. All right, so now I have a cast iron grill pan and I'm heating it up. I have oiled it down with just some original Pam spray, just so that the chicken won't stick to the pan. And I'm gonna finish it in the oven. So I also have my pan prepped to put the chicken on after to let it finish in the oven. Now, along with that, I'm also going to be making some Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon. Bacon. And I bought these fresh, and what I did was yesterday I prepped them by cutting them into halves. And so you can see here, cut them into halves. And so what I'm going to do, and I've washed them already as well, and they're ready for some seasoning. I'm going to add some roasted garlic and herb. I like that seasoning, plus probably some garlic and other things, as well as I'm going to include a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette as well. And so I'm going to kind of prep those things. My pan is getting hot, and then we'll continue. All right, so I'm getting the chicken thighs onto the grill pan. And I lowered the heat a little bit so they wouldn't cook too fast. And again, like I said, I'm gonna finish these in the oven. And I know it's best not to overfill your pan, but like I said, I'm just gonna let these cook for about 5 minutes on each side and then put them in the oven. So I am now oiling my pan with some olive oil for my Brussels sprouts. And what I'm going to do is just massage the oil onto the pan all the way around so that the Brussels sprouts don't stick to the base of the pan. All right, so I've washed my tongs and I'm going to flip these over. Okay, so now we're going to get to those Brussels sprouts. I am going to drizzle them with olive oil and then season them. And we'll get started. Here we go. Okay, so here are my Brussels sprouts. I have them here in a bowl for you to see. All right, so here are my Brussels sprouts here in a bowl. I am going to drizzle them with olive oil. So some extra virgin olive oil, just a little drizzle. All right. Then I'm going to sprinkle some salt, not a whole lot. Then I'm going to sprinkle some black pepper. Right. I'm going to add some garlic powder. Here's some onion powder. Okay. And now I'm going to I could not find this seasoning anywhere, and I think I ended up having to go in Walmart to get it, because every store I was going to, it was sold out. But I like the flavor of it on veggies, and so I'm gonna add some of this seasoning. And you can be kind of generous with this. It has some salt in it, but I didn't put a lot of regular salt, and so you can be a little more generous with this seasoning. All right. So then I'm going to take a spoonful of minced garlic. Just take one spoon like this and put that there. Okay, so last night I took some Smithfield's bacon and I cut it up. I'm going to use some of this in here, and then I may use the other portion for salad, so I'm not gonna use all of this in the Brussels sprouts. So I'm just gonna take about, I'm also gonna be meal prepping some salads for the week, and so I think what I'll do is just put, oh, you know what? I don't know, that's quite a bit of Brussels sprouts. I think I'm gonna use all of this bacon in here. Since I'm already going to be having meat, chicken, and then bacon on these Brussels sprouts, I might go with not having any meat on my lunch salad this week, just so I don't go too heavy on the meat. But I feel like these Brussels sprouts, you gotta get that bacon in there, so I'm gonna use all that. I cut a lot of the fat off of the bacon, and so that's why it's not as many pieces from a whole pack of bacon. I'm just gonna mix that up together as good as I can. All right, it looks like we're ready to move this to the pan. So my tongs are washed again, and we're ready to move this to the pan. So let's do that. right, so now I'm going to put my Brussels sprouts on my pan. Everything. I'm just gonna spread them out onto my oiled pan so that they can all roast properly and evenly. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this in the oven, and then I am going to make my balsamic glaze to go on them. Okay, so those Brussels sprouts are going to roast for about 25 to 30 minutes. I will probably flip them at a halfway point. So my pan is heated up, and I lowered the heat a little bit. And now I'm going to add a cup of balsamic vinegar. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And let's see if I can get that out. Packed it in there. So once this comes to a boil, I am going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, until it becomes more of a glaze. And I'm only gonna use about 2 tablespoons of this to go on the Brussels sprouts. But I didn't want to lower the amount of the recipe. I think the recipe to make this glaze is just it's supposed to be like 2 cups and then a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So I reduced that in half to 1 cup and then 1/4 of brown sugar. So we'll see. Once it starts to boil, okay, now that is boiling. Make sure I get it even boil here. All right, I'm gonna reduce my heat to simmering at about medium low and let it go for about 10-15 minutes. Do any of you ever meal prep? I really wanted to stick to meal prepping because I've done it before, but I really didn't stick to it. Like I would do it on and off and do it on and off. But what I found was it really helps me with eating the right way, especially going to work and then coming home and not having to cook dinner. Because that's one of the things, like you'll work so hard all day and then you'll be tired and you don't always want to cook. And so it does help to meal prep. Even if you don't pre-cook everything, like just prepping, like cutting up your vegetables and things like that. So when you get home to cook it, at least that tedious part is done. And so you can really just like warm up your pans, turn on your oven, and then just get started with the cooking. And so things like that are helpful, I find. And so that's really why I wanted to start meal prepping and sticking to it. Also, just my own health goals and things like that. Like I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I'm really trying to eat healthier, and I will have some mukbangs that have like items that aren't so healthy, just to do challenges or things like that you know YouTube likes. And so I'll definitely have some of that still in. And of course, like every now and then I get the craving for the noodles, and so I'll have those spicy noodles and things like that. So I will still have those in. I just want to mix it up a little bit more so it's not always those things. And because I'm on a routine to try to get back to my fit self. Another thing that I've been doing is Mike Peel workouts on YouTube. So if you like to dance and you can learn choreography and you want to work up a sweat, he has some really good workouts that he posts weekly on YouTube, and you can do the same one every day. You can do a different one and catch up on his past videos, but I really enjoy it. I'm also going to start going back to the gym and, you know, adding in walking on certain days when I don't want to go to the gym or whatever it might be, but just making sure every day I do something active. And so that is what I have been doing, and I want to stick to that because I feel better when I do that. And I know you all will too if you do the same. So right now I have my chicken in the oven. I'm about to take that out, and then I'm going to let the Brussels sprouts continue cooking, and the balsamic glaze is still reducing, and I'll be back. All right, so there is the chicken. You can still hear it sizzling. And so what I think I want to do, because I really had an idea for my salad, is really some of this chicken I can use in my salads this week, because the Brussels sprouts with the bacon is already kind of hearty. I think what I'm gonna do is make a little bit of white rice and some mixed vegetables, and that will be my dinners, and then I can use the chopped up chicken for my salads. So that is my plan. Okay, let's get started on chopping this chicken up. I'm just gonna dice it up. Usually I use chicken breast for my salads, but I was just thinking about it. You know, I already have meat in my Brussels sprouts. So I think I've been craving some white rice, and I don't eat a lot of it, and so I think what I'm gonna do is make some white rice and have that with my Brussels sprouts and some more mixed vegetables. And so my Brussels sprouts are finishing up. They're almost done. And then I'm going to finish up this glaze so I can show you that part. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be making some rice. And I probably won't show that part because I don't want this video to be too long, but I'll show you kind of the finished product as I am meal prepping. Okay, so I have transferred my Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon, onto a plate so that I can drizzle them with the balsamic glaze. You can see that liquid is now a glaze. It's nice and thick. So I'm gonna take two whole spoons of this and just drizzle it over with my spoon. Alright, so I'm gonna do one more spoon. So good. So here it is. Looks yummy. All right, guys, so I definitely have to give this a taste test. So let's see. I'm gonna try to make sure I get some of that bacon in here. So let's see how it is. That's really good. With the vinegar, it gives it a little tang, but because it's a balsamic vinegar with the brown sugar, it has a little sweetness. So very good. I would definitely recommend trying this out. One more bite. Okay, guys, so I wanted you to see how I prepped my meal for my dinners this week. So I have my roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon and the balsamic glaze. That's the main course. And then I used some of the glaze on some mixed vegetables and added some garlic, just a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I made some fried rice. So this will be my dinner for this week. And then I'm going to prep salads for lunch. So it's very useful to get these containers. I'll show you what one looks like here. So they are just these. Let me see if I can get this better so you can see it a little bit better. So they are these 3-compartment containers, and I ordered these from Amazon. I think it gave me about a 15 pack of these, and it has the container, and it is microwavable. I usually take the cover off when I microwave and just put like something over it so it doesn't pop or anything, and then just microwave this part. I'm not sure, I can't remember if you were able to microwave this part, but I just use this part in the microwave to heat it up or warm it up, and then just put my lid on. And so you can see I have my days stored, and here's my 4th day. And so this is day 1. And that's how I meal prep for the week. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the process that I do on Sundays. It takes a couple of hours, but usually I'll watch my church service on TV, and then I can listen to music the remainder of the time. And so it's just helpful for me to do this on Sundays, and then throughout the week, Monday through Thursday, I have my lunch and my dinner ready, and I've already pre-planned like my snacks, like fruit or whatever it might be. And so it's just very helpful for me. And then like on Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, I might make something else so that I have something for Friday and Saturday for lunch. And then I usually do my grocery shopping again on Friday evening, right after work. So it's really helpful for me. Try it out if you're trying to find a way to be more consistent with healthier meals. And when I say healthier, like these meals are things that I like, and so I don't really limit myself too much on things that I like. It's more so just keeping the calories for me low. Some of you might be more low carb or things like that, so you might not want like rice and stuff like that. It just depends on what you're doing, but for me, just having low calorie is helpful. So I've been sticking to about 1,500 or less calories a day, from 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day, depending on if I'm working out. If I work out, I usually go for the 1,500, because with burning calories, by the time my workouts are done, it's down to like 1,200 calories. And so you don't want to lack nutrients, and you don't want to starve yourself. And so that's been helpful for me. So try it out, and I wish you all well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post. I love you all.